All right. So, in the last video we found angle D, right? So the angle D that is looking for angle D value of E and F, and we got 24 in the last video. So in this video, looking at angle F having a boundary of what B and D. So what do we have here? Looking at this problem, it puts into work the theorem that says the angle between the chord and the tangent equals to what? Angled alternate segments. That means that if the 7 is here, which is between the chord and the tangent, that the tangent AC, so we're going to have what? 57 here. So now the question is, how can we get the angled alternate segments? It's just the angle that is facing what? The chord. And second part is that once you have solved your problem, right, or solve your problem, you need to put your theorems there. So what that means is this. So I'm going to have, that is, the reference angle is B, right? That is the angle between the chord and a tangent, which is AC. So we're going to have this side, we're going to have the reference one is what? B, but the boundaries are what? D and C. So we're going to have the boundary D, the reference angle B, then we have the C angle equals what? Reference angle here is what? E, then the boundaries are what? B and D. So we're gonna have angle boundary what? B, reference angle E, then we have boundary D equals to what? 57 degree. So put your theorem, it says that angle between a chord and tangents and tangent vertices equals angle in the alternate segments. So therefore angle BED equals to what? 57 degree. Right? So we have gotten that. The next one now, I'm looking for what? The reference angle is F, and F between the boundary of what? B and D. And look at it very well. We're having an X shape, right? And the X shape is all the four legs are touching the circumference. So we're going to employ the angle of the same segment. As angle in the same segments are equal, that means that what, since angle F and angle E are having their base angles at B and D, that means that what, they are equal. Definitely you're going to have this like this. So we're going to have your 57 here too. So what do we have? We have angle reference angle is F, boundary angles B and D. So we have boundary reference boundary equals to what? Angle. So we have the what? The boundary, which is B, the reference, which is E, the boundary equals to what? Boundary angle equals to what? 57 degree. Right? So what's this? Don't forget, put your what? Your theorem. Angle in the same segment. So gives us how to know angle between a chord and the tangent. Then to know the alternate segment angle is the angle facing the chord, right? Then the other one, angle between segment, you're going to have kind of X shape, and each of the legs or the stretch of the ends of the lines of x must touch the circumference. So do have a lovely day. Subscribe if you have to have more of my video. Bye.